Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted. I'm so sorry. This is gonna be another Dare Diary, I guess. I don't know, guys. I'm on my way to do my sugar test, which, yeah, I guess I'm what, 20, I think I'm about 28 weeks. I don't even know how far along I am anymore. I lost track. So basically, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick update. As you know, I had an unexpected pregnancy. It is my fifth. Well, it's my fifth child, but it would be my sixth pregnancy, and it would be my seventh live birth. That's a tongue twister right there, right? Like, there's so many blah, 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 blah. Not really a tongue twister, but a lot to say. Anyhow, yeah, so pretty much that's where I'm at. I'm gonna head on over to do my sugar, and I was supposed to do a pee thing to check on my pee, but I already peed this morning and I haven't drank anything, so I said next Saturday I'll do my pee test to check my pee again, because I had gotten a UTI, which is common for me during these type of pregnancies. Anyways, so whatever, I just wanted to talk about, like, you know, life reaching and how you have to come out of it. So to be honest, my life, I say life reached me, right? Life, it was been hard. It's been hard, and I didn't want to bring that energy to you guys, and that's why I haven't been posting, because I didn't want that energy on my channel. I know I had a there was a crying video on my channel where I was crying about you know, my unexpected pregnancy and everything like that, but I didn't want to consistently be bringing that type of vibe to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to be able to come to my channel and be like, yeah, fun games, learn something, etc. Like, I'm all about sharing the knowledge that I have. I'm all about, you know, having fun, you know, and stuff like that. So I definitely didn't want to bring that to you guys. Anyways, to kind of sum it all up, basically what happened is, oh gosh, I don't even know what happened. It's just been hard, you know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be a single mom of 5 kids, how I'm gonna manage, you know, financially, how I'm gonna get up and do grocery shopping and not have to bring all the pitney dem. You know, how I'm going to provide, you know, how is stuff gonna happen, because I feel like when I had my first 2 kids, it was easy. My third child was a little bit harder. My fourth child I found devastating, because I couldn't spend the time that I feel is necessary for a mother to spend with her kids to teach them the fundamentals that they need. And it comes down to, I do a lot of home teaching. So when my kids come home from school, I teach them on top of that. I want to, you know, I implemented sign language teaching, because I want my kids to know sign language and stuff like that. So I implemented all those things with my my second daughter. Well, my second child, my first daughter. I had implemented all those things, and she was great at it. By the time she was 18 months, she was counting to 10. Like, she was perfect. The problem is, though, I couldn't implement that with my second daughter. I found I was overwhelmed. I tried to, like, you know, I taught her the basics, but she didn't know as much as my first daughter, nor did she learn to count to 10 by the time she was 18 months. Like, it was just a whole bunch of other stuff that I wasn't able to continue, you know, and it sucked. And then with my son, which is my fourth child now, it pretty much is the same thing. Like, I wasn't able to continue the teachings that my other kids were getting, or the attention that my other kids were getting. And so now that I'm going to enter into having a fifth child, it definitely is something else. Like, how am I going to do this? Because I don't want to fail at being a parent. That's a really important duty for me. I feel like it's a really big responsibility that God has given me. And I know I already struggled a lot to even just accept being pregnant again. And, you know, maybe, I guess, like everybody says, I grew up reading a lot of books. I was that bookworm girl. And so my sisters used to say, or my sister anyways, used to say to me all the time that I don't live in reality, that I live in this fantasy world and I need to come to reality, and da-da-da-da. And I always thought, like, whatever, of course I live in reality. However, now that I think about it, maybe she was kind of right, because my reality was not this. It would be positivity. Like, I would have a great life. I would have the life that everybody would want, right? That was what I was, that is what my fantasy world told me. Anyhow, as you guys know, I'm far from that. Anyhow, I'm not living where I would like to live. I don't have no big mansion or house or whatever. You know, I'm not that. My shit's not together, plain and simple. Yeah, I have a job, but to be honest, it's not my ideal job. I don't even know what my ideal job is, to be real. But such is life, right? Anyhow, let me pause this video for a second and go into here and see how long this wait is going to be, and I will be right back to you guys. Okay, guys, so sorry, my big eyes are itching me. Okay, so I went in to do the stupid sugar test. But yeah, every time you're pregnant, when you hit the end of your second trimester going into your third trimester, you have to do a sugar test. So I did my sugar test, which is, it's this orange bottle. I didn't want to bring you guys in there with me because it's packed, but basically it's, you go into a lab wherever you choose, I guess. They give you this orange bottle. It's called the glucose drink, and it looks like orange pop. And you have to drink it within 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to finish the whole entire bottle. And after the 5 minutes, they have you sit and wait for an hour. So, of course, I'm disobedient. And I left. I didn't leave. I'm still right outside. But I'm like, I'm not sitting in there with so many people. I'm antisocial, I guess. Because there's just way too many people in there. And I wanted to do this video for you guys. So I said, let me kill 2 bullets with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone. I shouldn't really say that since I have birds. But you guys get the drift. And yeah, I decided I'm sitting in my car for at least a half an hour before I go back inside. And I have my nice birdie book to read. Anyways. Okay, so what I was basically getting at, guys, is basically... for some reason, I'm in a rut. Let's say I'm in a rut. So every time when I take 1 step forward, it's like I take 10 steps back. I take 1 step forward, I take 10 steps back. So it's really discouraging, like really, really discouraging. And it's been hard. But what I will say is, you know, it's been a lot of tears. A lot of tears, a lot of arguing with my baby father. Well, my second baby father anyways, because I have 2, but whatever. You know, a lot of just unpleasantries. That's what I'll say. And you know, it's a lot of praying. It's a lot of praying, a lot of asking for guidance, forgiveness. You know, I get to the point where I'm like, whatever I'm doing wrong or whatever sin I've committed, please tell me so I can repent and move forward. I don't know why it's blurry all of a sudden. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much where I'm at. For me, I am really, really looking into the spiritual realm of things. So for me, it's really on, I'm really trying to find myself in the spiritual world. I'm trying to find the spiritual me. And so by saying that, I'm really on a different tip. Everything for me is trying to be positive. So even when things look negative and I'm like, oh man, like life is hard, you know, and I start crying and I'm going through my Reddit and people see it. Sometimes I post things like, I post some negative things sometimes where I'm just like, you know what, my life is done, like I'm already dead or something like that. But it's for me just to kind of let it out, but at the same time, I'm pushing back. And when I say I'm pushing back because I'm still saying, God, I know you haven't forsaken me, you never forsake me, and you're always going to be here with me. And I know that, you know, nothing can touch me. You know, no weapon against me shall prosper. And he's here with me. I know that. I know this. I love him for it because God has seen me through everything that I've been through. And guys, I've been through quite a bit of stuff in my lifetime, which sucks because I thought I was supposed to have my fairy tale. Anyhow, such is life. That's what's going on with me right now. Every time when I feel down and out, I do go through my tears. I go through my times. My thing is, I don't really want my kids to see me like that. So it becomes really hard because it becomes a fight of trying not to cry in front of the kids or trying not to argue in front of the kids or, you know, trying not to say anything negative in front of the kids. So I have to do it a lot in my shower or a lot of times when I get home from work, they're not home, or, you know, early in the morning before they get up, I let myself get down in those moments. But I'm okay with letting myself get down because I know I'm going to get back up. You get what I'm saying? Like, I let myself get down. I kick myself and I criticize and, you know, I say all the negative things that are in my head. because I know once I release it out of my body, I cry it out, I get it out, and then I turn around and say things like, God, I give it all to you. You know, God, please help me. I can't do this alone. I know you're here, but sometimes it's harder to handle because I can't, it's not like I can hear you or feel you, and I know it's a whole bunch of walk by faith, not by sight type of thing, and I need to strengthen my faith, and I'm asking you to help me get there, help me strengthen my faith, and I do all of this stuff, and I say, like, you know, I give it all to you, and nothing will stop me, and you know, regardless of what they throw at me, what any negative things that happen to me, I know you're there, so I just need to push myself and get through it. Anyways, so these are things that I do. So I get myself in a rut, I let it happen, I get it out, I ball it out, I do all of that, and then I turn around and I give it all to him. And honestly, guys, it's not an instant satisfaction, but there comes a calming that comes over your body when you do that, and it's reaching out to a higher being, and you don't know, right? I know, like for me, yes, he exists. But for people who are non-believers, you don't know if he exists, really and truly. So for you to turn on and start talking to, like, it's like you're talking to air. It's hard. It's hard to believe in something you can't see. We are such materialistic beings that we need to feel it. We need to see it to believe it. I'm a true believer of, walking by faith, not by sight. It's become a big, huge thing for me. And that's what I do. Do I want my relationship with my baby father to work? Of course, sure, yeah, definitely. You know, who wouldn't? I have 4 kids for this dude, so would it be easier on me if I had the father of my child there, the father of my children there, helping to support them, helping to take care of them, being in a relationship with him, you know, being a family, etc. Of course. You know, not only would I be able to please my sexual, not only would I be able to please the flesh, but I would also be pleasing my spiritual, because you know, I'd be content with the family environment. Now, it's funny, it goes to say that I can ask for all the help in the world, but if my environment isn't peaceful, if my environment isn't clean, if my environment isn't healthy, then that's blockage. So if you are in a situation where you're crying out for help, but your place is a mess, just take the time and clean it down with some vinegar, etc. You know, I like to I will say in the blood of Jesus and cover my doorways, the outside doorways, the balcony, the window sills, the entrance to every single room, the washrooms, whatever. And I just, you know, just like if you guys ever read the book, I can't even remember off my head, you know, where God says, put the blood of the lamb across all the doors of the certain people, of the people that he shouldn't let the plague go to, of the people he should. And so all the people that believed in him and believed that he shouldn't let the plague go to them, I think the plague was going to the Egyptians or something, I can't remember the story off my head, but they all covered their doorway with the blood. So when the plague came into the city, it attacked all the doors that weren't covered with the blood, and all the other doors that were covered with the blood, it passed over. It's pretty much the same concept. I pray and I ask God to cover the household in the blood of Jesus. Not only am I covering myself when I ask for covering, I cover my children, I cover my household, and I do cover my baby father, because as much as we argue and stuff, I still very much care for him. He's still my baby father. He's been someone that's been in my life since I was a teenager. I'm now 34 years old. So, you know, regardless of whatever our future holds, whether we're meant to be together or we're not meant to be together, I still want the best for him and anything that is for his future. So, guys, with all that being said, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm in a spiritual warfare. I'm fighting a battle. Like, you know, it's like, I'm trying to think of how I say this. So that is it, everybody. I am here. So anyways, that is my update. That is what's going on with me. I haven't posted any lock videos because, guys, honestly, I haven't been taking care of my locks. So there's really nothing for me to say. Yeah, they're not saying anything right now. They're just a bunch of mess. And so I have to go ahead and retain them and do all that stuff, which I said I was going to retain them a few weeks ago. And obviously I have not done it. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry if it's down. This is not the vibe that I ever want to bring to my thing. I don't really think it was down anyways. I think it was kind of uplifting. If you don't have Christ in your life, if you don't follow, if you're not into that whole entire thing, then you probably don't, like, you won't like this video. But if you do believe in a higher power, regardless of what you want to call them, regardless of how you want to look at it, I definitely say keep reaching out, because listen, guys, this world is full of evil. It's full of evil. I call it the devil's playground. I've always called it the devil's playground, and I truly believe it's the devil's playground. And you need to fight against it. You need to believe in something that you can't see, because that's the only way for you to prosper. So please like, comment, and subscribe.